Should I let that go? I should let this run go. I actually just finished a run where I got to Act 6 deathless. So that's going to be hard to top so soon. Like I have an 11-minute time to Act 6. Like first 5 acts, 11 minutes. And deathless. Yeah, whatever. Let me through. There we go. Couldn't figure out what to do with that yet. Oh. Oh well. That was wrong. That I did right, though. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. There we go. Yeah, it helps a lot to enjoy the game, though. And then, having seen so many people play through this, it was just kind of fun to finally... Oops. That was actually faster than that, but I don't care. Sure. Sure, it's not going to matter too much. Trying to get the 112 door here, right? Whoops. What do I do with that? I guess that's what I do. With practice, you get to see, you get to figure out what it is you do when all kinds of strange things happen. And then you get to actual runs and even stranger things happen. I don't even know why I need that. Welcome in, Pookie. The nerves of doing an actual run create so many weird problems in this game. Especially with the final boss. Because literally, when practicing, I realized that you have to basically kind of calm yourself and realize it's a completely different game you've just switched to in the final boss fights. Because it does not work the same way. It's all about the slow, methodical mashes. That is, at least until you get into mashboarding like Arcus or Retro Runner would do, but I'm nowhere near ever trying that. So, just getting the basic, double cancel. I don't know why I do that wrong. I'm gonna have to relearn that. And one clunk. Yeah, exactly. In fact, you can get pretty good time in this game with entirely safe strats. I mean... Nope. There. You just got to be able to execute on them and deal with the randomness of this game. Something is just slightly off from where it normally is. Good old global timer, yeah. And cottage cheese sword messes things up too. Which, for those who don't know this game, that's the phenomenon of the sword just not working sometimes. Something like every 16 frames, sort of, is a generalization that just... It's not literally every 16 times you swing the sword, but it is on certain frames and certain scenes. It just doesn't actually cut anything. Okay, do this safely. I've got way too much nimpo, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, they try to unstuck the sword, which I've done that sometimes and still seen the problem. So I don't know if that's superstition or or what it is. It might do things. I don't know. And of course, slash canceling, which I find normally pretty easy to do, but in actual runs, when your hands start sweating a bit, it actually gets more difficult to do. Hey, that wasn't bad. Okay. And mash, mash, mash. See, that doesn't normally happen, but global timer, being a global timer, giving me weird RNG. Okay. Let those two go. What? That's new to me. Yeah, and sorry if I miss anything in chat. This one's a tough one at the moment. This section of the game, which I always mess up in practice, but seem to be fine in run so far. Probably jinxing it by saying so, but... Thanks for the good luck. We'll get to see who that was in a moment. And boom. Thanks, Limit Break, for the good luck. Whoops. Still haven't learned that boost correctly. Let's just do that and go. There we go. Good enough. Yeah. The Hammer Brothers are tied to the global timer, and there's the shakedown in this part, for example, where you can, if you get the right global timer, you can shake that guy down off that platform so you can use him for a boost. But yeah, most runners aren't stopping anywhere like I am, because they know how to get around all this stuff. Or doing many standing slashes like that. There's a boost here, but I have to learn it. It's actually risky for me not to learn the boost, because that Hammer Brother can knock you into the abyss down there with bad RNG. Hey, perfect 5-1. In terms of damage. Damageless 5-1. Definitely not perfect time. Whoops. And then things like that happen where I just slip something. One of these days I'm just going to run right off that platform and not jump at the right time. Grab the ladder, sir. There we go. Sure. Why am I getting that health? I only needed it for the one hit I took, but I guess it was a bird hit, though, so that would have been a 3 hitter, so... Like all that, there are ways to get through that without standing slashes. I haven't figured out how to do them without getting stuck to the wall. Okay, we'll despawn you. There we go. Stuff like that despawn trick is a nice safety. Costs you a couple seconds, but right now it doesn't matter. Ooh, getting stuck to the wall. Controller's getting all icky. Sometimes my hand sweats and the controller gets all sticky. Ooh, that was close. If I get hit by that, you get knocked right in the pit. Okay, got just enough for Malth here. I should have seen Bfob's ghost in the first run I did. Wow, this is a record time for me to Act 6 already. Helps that this game has good music and you can kind of get into the rhythm of it all. Especially with this stage. It's actually possible to do almost perfectly pretty easily if you get to know it well. I obviously messed up that a little bit, but ooh, I forgot to unstuck the sword there. Okay, nope. Here. Oh, nope. It's okay. It's okay. A little low on Nimpo, so we're going to take that. Let's see this. This is not the route people normally take. But it works for me so far. Whoa! What happened? Okay, I got enough Nimpo, but I gotta be careful. The screen, it can be trouble with that much Nimpo, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that got me through it. We're gonna take some health. All right. Yeah, real cadence. Yeah, I need to visit Bfob's ghost. Should have done that in the first run. First finished run of this was a no reset run. It was 44 minutes, I think. Oh, I almost messed that up. Because we had a lot of game overs, and then I actually didn't know what to do with the demon with the situation you end up with, which is that they let you keep the spin slash, but they also don't refill your health. So it's a bit weird. We should be okay on health here. Oops, that was a mistake. But we should be okay. Sorry, excuse me. This is the nerve-wracking part. Oops. I remember to mash. It's easy just to mess up the timing on that, for example. Okay. This is an easy fight to panic on, so I gotta be careful about that. All right. All right. I was down to 3 health, but whatever. Good. Wow, a perfect fight. Okay. One and go. All right, sub 15. I did not expect a sub 15 tonight. That's only completed run number 4. All right, thanks for the GGs. Future Rush and Crim and One Man Crowd and Limit Break and Naturius and Future Rush. What did I miss in chat here? Was that a deathless run? I don't think that was a deathless run. I'll have to check. Charging my chat device, eating dinner. Yeah, I think I've learned enough to get an okay time. I don't think I'll be ninja licensing or anything, but I'll feel confident in it. I think I took a death at one point intentionally in this run, didn't I? Whew. I know. I didn't think I would ever do this game for a run. Welcome in, Nate. Yeah, I think if I gave this enough time, I could license it. I think what I'll probably end up doing is check the VOD and see if I actually got a deathless run, because if I did, then I can't say, oh, let's get a deathless run as a goal. But if I don't have a deathless run yet, that might be a goal, or getting down into, I don't know, just grinding until I stop seeing the kind of returns a speedrunner likes to see, you know? So yeah, this is a good first night for this. Very happy with that time. So yeah, after this, I would like to tackle Ninja Gaiden 2, because I've learned all the way to, what's his name? Anyways, that guy halfway, 2/3 of the way through. And then Ninja Gaiden 3, I learned the Japanese version through most of it. I think I got through Act 5. So I might like finish learning the 3J run at least. And then maybe another time learn the American one, but I'll just start with the Japanese one. And then, yeah, go to my other unfinished runs. I have a long list of like runs I have not, like, I've learned partially. Like, let me see. So NG1, finally, okay, I've gotten a run. It's 4 runs done in this. NG2, NG3. Hook, I've actually learned most of. That's an SNES game. CV, I technically have a time in, but I feel like I could do much better. CV3, again, I have a time, but I could do much better. Mega Man 1, I've never finished learning all of that. Mega Man 2, I could get a much better time easily, I think. Darkwing Duck, I've learned most of it, but not all of it. Chippendale 2, I did 1 playthrough of it on stream. I could easily see speedrunning and getting a time on that. Gimmick. Swords and Serpents is one I've learned offline some of, but not all of. And Do Re Mi Fantasy, I've done some of that on stream. I haven't finished it. So there's a whole bunch of games I just have not finished, I realized. All right. We're getting to see the credits music this time. Let's see who's online. So we can go raid. And I'll reset this and save that time while I'm thinking of it. So go there. Splits save. I'm using Live Split 1, which is good for Macs. I've been using the Windows version for a while, and it kept messing up on me. Lots of people online tonight. Wow, sub 15. That's pretty cool. Let's go see ZG. He's running, I know he was running Ninja Gaiden recently. He was doing some time improvements. Right now he is doing Earthworm Jim for the Genesis. Yeah, is anybody ever happy with their final run or their latest PB? All right, thanks, Sage. And thanks, One Main Crowd. Never. Exactly, Notorious. All right, thanks, everybody. We're going to be back with this, I'm sure, soon. It's been real fun. It's been nice because this game doesn't seem to burn me out in the same way that like Faxanadu does. Not that it's a bad run, but it's like it's a little different, you know? It's a very different kind of run. So I like these shorter ones. Like if I'm doing a new run, I'm not committing to a 40-minute time period here. It's like a